She is so perfect.
Mama, Mama.
I love my daughters so much. I love when she says mama too. My name is Isabel Snook, and I've always been a part of Great Lakes Bay. Since I can remember, my original doctor was at Jane Street, and since then I've just always been a part of the Great Lakes Bay family. Through ER visits and doctor visits, that's when I found out that I had endometriosis, pelvic congestion syndrome, and then a cyst on my left ovary. So there's a lot of things at play, a lot of reasons why they were saying that I couldn't have babies. And so finding out that I was pregnant with her was like a very crazy shock. I had a ton of anxiety just because knowing how complicated it was to get there, I was fearful of the complications that were possible during my pregnancy. My pregnancy was very harsh. I went through a lot, but I had a ton of emotional support from Great Lakes Bay. I had anxiety and depression prior to getting pregnant, so signing up for everything really helped me to keep my mental health in check so that way I could be the best mom to her.
My name is Kristen Drum. I am a nurse in the maternal infant health program. I'm here to help Nova just have a successful first year of life. MIHP is a home visiting program supported by nurses and social workers. We help pregnant moms through their pregnancy and then also the babies through their first year of life.
It's been absolutely amazing having somebody be able to come to us just because it can be a lot of work to get her out of the house. It's been amazing to have somebody kind of track her milestones and just being able to see her growing and somebody to be able to tell me like themselves that she's doing well means so much to me. One of the things Great Lakes Bay Health helped me with was breastfeeding my daughter. Going into breastfeeding, I was kind of doubtful that I was going to make it through. WIC being there like every step of the way with my breastfeeding. Again, every single time I had a question, I could just shoot a text message. I think that they're the reason why I've been able to make it so far in my breastfeeding. Sometimes I feel like normal people kind of forget to check on new moms, but here I'm guaranteed to get checked on, so it definitely helps me with a lot of my anxiety and worries that I have. I would definitely recommend this program to others. I've actually suggested it to so many friends already just to get a doctor at Great Lakes Bay Health, so I wouldn't go anywhere else, no. I want Great Lakes Bay Health to be a part of our lives for her kids, her kids' kids, and for whatever we need in the future.
My experience with Great Lakes Bay Health has been amazing. I mean, they literally found a serious problem with me that I probably wouldn't be here today to talk about it if they didn't have found it. A few months back, I had brought my daughter in for an eye examination. Meanwhile, I was wearing glasses, actually these ones right here, covering my eye. My left eye was drooping low and my right eye was bulging. And everyone in my family was saying, you're having a stroke, something's going on, you need to go get checked out. And I'm like, I'm fine, I'll be all right. Because I get nervous and embarrassed. I don't want, I think I can tough it out. But that day when I brought my daughter, it was pretty bad. So when I pulled my glasses off, you'd go, what's wrong with that guy? And then while I was there with my daughter at the eye doctor, I thought, well, let me ask them, what do they think? So I pulled my glasses off, excuse me, could you take a look at my eye? And they're like, oh my God. So they put me in some machine where they could see behind my pupils and all that. And the next thing they said was, you need to go to ER right now. Artery was torn and behind my optic nerve and it was bleeding. I think I heard him say it, but it wasn't, kind of blocked it out. But when I got home, looked at the paperwork, it said aneurysm on it. I was like, wow, that's serious. Finally, after some medications, they let me go on Thanksgiving Day. And they found what was wrong, and I realized how serious it was. I was almost in tears because of thinking, wow, they just saved me. I think a lot of times people kind of shy away from following the doctor's orders. They don't like to be too personal with their doctors because they're embarrassed or they're not going to help me. They're not going to listen to me. Here I find that not true. I find that everyone here actually cares and listens and really tries to get personal with you and help you out. Whatever it is that the doctors are recommending to do, you follow it and go through it, ask a lot of questions. Don't let stuff fall to the wayside, because if you do, eventually something bad's gonna happen to you. You know, don't let yourself fall apart. You know, because life is precious. I would strongly recommend that anybody with any health problems or not come here. And if you're set somewhere else, say forget it. Come to Great Lakes Bay Health.
I have lived with pain for probably the last 20 years of my life. I have been diagnosed with a rare form of arthritis that's fusing my spine called ankylosing spondylitis. I've been diagnosed with tendonitis, carpal tunnel. They said my spine looks like a 95-year-old with all the arthritis that's on it. It goes from the bottom to the top of my spine. Living with that type of pain affected my quality of life big time. You know, I couldn't do anything with my kids, couldn't play basketball, couldn't throw the football with them, couldn't pick my youngest daughter up. A lot of depression set in. I found hope when they finally placed me with the physical therapy here at Great Lakes Bay Health. If it wasn't for Great Lakes Bay and their physical therapy program, I'm not sure where exactly I'd be.
William initially came during winter of 2021. He originally came for his low back pain. At that time, he did not believe that physical therapy could help him, because in the past his pain had been worsened. But he had amazing results, and within 10 visits we were able to decrease his pain and made him believe that he could manage his pain better independently without depending a lot on medications. So as a provider, it is always rewarding to see your patients when they come back to you and they have been doing better. But what most rewarding is when they tell me, hey, I had pain, but I was not scared of pain. Most of the patients, when they come to us, they are fearful of pain. They have been living with that for life and years. It is a part of their life. And what we change with them is to overcome that fear of pain.
My physical therapist here, she really seemed like she cared to try to figure out the right way for me to do physical therapy.
William is one of my primary care patients. I was able to refer him to our physical therapist, also our rheumatologist, and our pain management group. We offer a complete variety of services for our patients. I love working here at Great Lakes Bay Health Centers because of all the services that we can offer our patients, because of how interactive we can be with the different specialties and the different groups involved. We can really give great care. For patients like William and many others, this can make the complete difference in their life and in their health.
Definitely feel like I've regained a lot of control over my life because of the treatments that I've gotten here. My daughter was more excited. She's like, can you pick me up now? After I started doing the physical therapy, started feeling stronger, I was actually able to hold her and pick her up. It's really been a blessing to me and my family to have Great Lakes Bay Healthcare in our lives. If it weren't for Great Lakes Bay and the physical therapy program here, I'm not sure where I'd be right now.